Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending on when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your brother, your boy, Courserepscorner. Like I always tell you guys, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's our corner.
I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love.
I am from a country where things are happening. I just heard something now of an interview conducted by Arise News of a former senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and what he said. Let me tell you, it's quite shameful that we live in a country where things are done the way they like. How can a human being be earning 14-point-something million naira a month and yet is seen as nothing? Talk more of now that the person earns almost 29 million points every month, and yet they beg for 70,000, abi 50,000, abi 60,000 minimum wage. How much can 70,000 do for you? How much can it get for you in this present day Nigeria? And yet one person goes home with almost 30 million naira, and the person is not perturbed that yes, his fellow humans, fellow Nigerians, fellow human being is suffering and needs help. Look at what he's. I'm not going to talk much. I just want to hear everything that he said. He ended when he was in the Senate talking about ISHAKU ABBO. He was one of the youngest senators who was in the Senate House for about 5 years, if I'm not mistaken, before a court removed him and put his counterpart from the other political party. He was there for 5 years. Now, if he was there for 5 years and he was earning 14-point-something million naira a month, 14-point-something million naira times 12, that's what he gets a year. That year times 5, that's what he got before he left office. And now that money have skyrocketed from 14 million point something a month to 29 point something million a month, and he's still saying now that the 29 point something million is not enough for senators. Hey, oh, what did I call the angel that sent me to Nigeria? You are going to die a very painful death. I'm the one saying it publicly. That angel that took me to Nigeria, as that said you go to Nigeria, is going to die a painful death. How can one person, they have nothing less than hundreds of senators presently in the House of Assembly, talking about our senators. How can one of them be earning almost 29-point-something million naira times 3 senators each from each state, and we have 36 states plus the federal capital, which makes it 37 states. Calculate 3 senators at least each from each state in the Senate House, and calculate 29-point-something million per month per one person, and you say God will not punish somebody. The God that will judge you people, the God is just looking at you. Let me not just get angry. Let me just allow us watch this video. Let me not talk much. Let me allow us to hear what a former senator said, and so that you hear how much they were paying him and what he said when he said the money was not even enough for him. Anyway, guys, that's all I've come to share. I want to thank you for this watching my video, and to thank you for being there. Once again, I want to appreciate all of us who have always come. Thank you so much for your love and the care. For those of us who have not subscribed or followed us on social media platform, please, I beg you, subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share, so that we can move this ministry to the permanent side. The coming next time to see me on your screen, guys, I leave us with this video where former Senator ISHAKU ABBO made some shocking revelations. Please, let's go and hear what he said, and please give me a comment or your opinion in the comment section.
So why the car allowance again when you've already gotten 160 million naira worth of Jeep?
Well, you could have allowed me to first of all land before you load the second. Because it's like your cannon is already loading. Cumulatively, when I was in the Senate, cumulatively, all the allowances put together was 14.4 million naira per month.
Okay.
My salary was 1-point-something million naira. You have wardrobe allowances, you have your vehicle allowances, you have other allowances put together. It was 14.4 million naira.
Okay, these are the allowances, and your salary was
1 million.
Let's just say 1 million.
Well, yes.
So each senator
Yes.
during your time then
Yes.
would go home with 15.4
No,
million.
14.4 million.
No, plus your 1 million
No,
naira
including
salary.
that
Okay,
is
including.
making it to be 14.
Okay, that's
Yes.
fine. 14.4 million.
Yes.
Today, the
Yes.
case is different.
Yes,
It's about how much?
It is about 29 million now.
29 million.
Yes.
In this austere Nigeria.
I will come to that.
Okay,
Now,
go on.
Now, 29 million looks big on paper.
Just on paper.
Just on paper. I am saying this as a very honest man. I am not trying to support National Assembly, an institution so vilified, and I have been a member of that vilified institution for 5 years. I am not siding with them, but I will bear the facts on the table.
Openly, very quickly, but you are
Now,
happy with the humongous money, right?
It is not humongous.
Just on paper.
It
Go
is
on.
just on paper.
Okay.
When I was in the Senate, my monthly salaries and allowances put together was about 14.4 million naira.
Yes.
And at the end of the month, the company I founded, which I was the managing director and the chief executive officer, when I won election, I had to leave the company to go into governance. Had to start subsidizing my own life, because the money that was coming or allocated to my office was 14 million, which was nothing, absolutely nothing, considering the demands, the want, the challenges faced by my own constituents on a daily basis. Now, let me put it this way.
What are they demanding?
Somebody will come and tell you today his wife is sick, he is sick, his children cannot pay school fees, he's in the hospital. I have a case that on that one person alone I took the hospital, I spent 14 million naira on one person. And every month, from all over Adamawa State, in fact, at a point, from all over the country, my office is besieged with people looking for help. At a point, I don't like calling people's numbers. I don't like visiting people.
Isn't it?
And
You definitely will go on.
Yes.
But
at a point, I had to start calling some state governors to help me with cases that is being brought from their state into my office. Now I have 14 million naira a month. And I am paying a lot of people's scholarship in my office. I am subsidizing people's life in my office. While a state governor in this country is going home with over 700 million naira security vote every single month, minimum. Some go home with 1 billion naira.
The state governors, they put it in their pockets, right?
No, I didn't say put in their pocket.
Yeah. You said they go home.
Yeah, of course, they go home with it to do other security issues. I can't say they put it in their pocket. That would be very, very, very bad.
Look, the political elite,
Yes.
let's put it pronto, the political elite have taken governance and development far away from the people. In other democracies, let's take some of the older democracies like the US. Where do you see the constituents besieging their senators or their House of Representative members to beg for money that they cannot pay school fees and the rest? And so therefore, the legislators will now overbloat their salaries. Governance and development have been taken far away from the Nigerian people.
I agree with you. Mr. Chris, I agree with you. Governor has been taken far away from the people. And that is where local government administration have to come to the fore. Before now, local governments were getting so much money. They were given contracts at the
being
local
squandered, before now.
Before now.
Yeah, they were doing very well.
Chairman was a big man. He can give contract for construction of primary school, culvert, small art road, art dams, and the rest of it. Today, the governors have hijacked the local government system through a devilish thing called JAC, that's joint account. The being that today there's no election in the local government.
Okay, let's quickly leave the local government issue, because Nigerians are really, yeah, I know. Nigerians are really, your duty is to legislate for the good governance of this country. And you're trying to justify today's salary of each legislator, 29 million naira. In the face of the asphyxiation Nigerians are going through. Sorry, it looks as if I'm beginning to raise my voice.
Yeah,
I'm only just
raise the voice.
I'm just talking
I
for
want
the
you to off the mic. There's no mic here.
I'm just talking for the Nigerian people, really. 29. How justifiable is this in today's Nigerian economy with a salary, a minimum wage of 70,000 naira?
I think what the National Assembly should do is to create a fund, a particular fund in the office of our legislators, who are the representatives of the people, to take care of this kind of things, so it will not be lumped into their own salary. Let me say this on a live national television. I am poorer, much poorer as a man when I became a politician than I was before I became a politician.
Why didn't you resign and go back to your business?
Because I enjoy serving the people.
You could still serve them with your company.
But now, yes, that is the point, because you will get somebody in that may not be as passionate as I am. Now let me say this today, and go to my village and check this. As a senator, I live in a room and parlor in my village. I never built a house. In my hometown, my local government headquarters, I don't have a house. I live in my friend's house. My friend lecturer gave me a house. I live in it. In my state capital, Yola, I don't have a house.
You are exceptional.
Now, I am saying this on national television. If anybody in the world can point out a house that I built, I was building a mansion before I became a senator. A 23-bedroom mansion with 9 parlors, with a swimming pool in the heart of Mubi. When I became a senator, I stopped it. I took over carrying people's burden, orphans, the vulnerable people. I took over. Their problem became my own problem. Sometimes when I see them, I weep. The conditions some human beings are living in. And you remember that God put this weight on your back. I cannot budge.
But being in government at that national level, you had a state government, because the people you're talking about, your own constituents, for example, from your senatorial district, besieging you for one assistance or the other. What kind of discussions do you have with the Adamawa State governor when you were in the National Assembly, the governor of Adamawa State, for example?
We never had a discussion with my governor, because 3 months when I was elected into office, we fought. 3 months. We came on the same party. 3 months into office. On principles, we differed on principle. He might be doing his own right in his own way, because he's not here to defend himself, and it will be wrong to talk about him when he's not here. But we disagreed.
He has the right to come and appear.
So 3 months, we parted ways. 3 months. In the next 1 year, I come to another party, because I can't sit in the same room with him. And you know why? I don't like injustice meted against anybody. I'm a man that is straightforward. Once I don't straightforward, I won't stay with him.
So you couldn't give him some advice on how for developmental projects, in the state to alleviate the problems of the people there?
Is it not strange to you that every year, have you been to Yola?
Very well.
River Benue passes right to the heart of Yola. And yet, in Yola, Adamawa State, 1 gallon of water is going for 200 naira, 1 gallon of water.
What a shame.
Now, River Benue passed through Adamawa, and government cannot provide drinking water for people in the 21st century in Nigeria. People are still dying from cholera and waterborne diseases. That is what I don't understand, what other people are doing in power. Like I said, I received 14.something million naira for the past 5 years. In name, I was saving the money, but I was saving more subsidy of over 40 million from my office that are running something for me. That is the fact. It is not everybody in power that is a thief, Chris. It is not everybody. Some of us have this feeling and that conviction that whatever you gather in this life, you will end up inside your grave. Stop this primitive accumulation of wealth just because you want to feel you have money, which is just a state of mind. If you have 10 billion naira in your bank, it's just a state of your mind. What will happen when you die? You go and die inside a room, a grave, without an air conditioner, without a fan. You are covered with a sand. That is my mentality. And that's why I try to do what is right.